The GOAT, the greatest of all time, thinks he's going to take Triumph into professional motocross. Hey everybody, Walty Wanderers, welcome to the channel. If you're new, I want to thank you for coming. If you're returning, I want to thank you for your continued support. Before we get into today's bar banging topic, I'm going to politely ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I would love to hear from you. Please watch to the end for my final thought. Hit the bell icon so you're notified when new videos are released. It's very important to stay close to the channel in these crazy moto times. All right, folks, welcome to the channel. Always an honor and a privilege to be with you. I hope you're all doing great. Buckle up and strap in. I got a hard-hitting pulled-up punches, no sugarcoating it, no rainbows and sunshine. I'm just going to give it to you and give it to you straight. And friends, Ricky Carmichael, the GOAT, thinks he's going to take Triumph, which is probably flailing, grasping at straws. I mean, this is insane. This is a massive risk. Big. You know what? I'm all about taking risks in life. But let me tell you, Ricky's a pretty smart dude. If he's going to take risk, it's going to be, I would hope, calculated risk, my friends. And let me just tell you, I don't know. Maybe some of you guys do. Leave it in the comments below if you do. I don't know if he's got ownership somehow. Like, I don't know if Triumph was like on the verge of just going bust. And Ricky bought in ownership and basically offered his services to endorse the company to see if he could breathe new life into it. This is massive. We see, listen, Triumph has been around for a long time, but they've never been in the dirt space. They've always been like street, maybe a scrambler or something like that. But they've never been in, this is crazy. What I see here, I mean, this is insane. We really, you know what, and anybody can predict what's happened. And I see so many channels, and there's great channels. I watch all the same stuff as you guys. Anybody can, report on what's happened. This is forward-thinking, critical thinking, centered and surrounded with like-minded people where iron sharpens iron. Taking some risks, speaking of risk, like our friend Ricky, he's taken a massive risk. So I don't know if he has ownership in Triumph or they're paying him to endorse this endeavor on trying to break into moto, This is insane. This is a massive risk. And he's went on record. I think what the last report I saw, Ricky's like, yeah, I'm really impressed with the bike, the testing that we've done. It's really showing a lot of promise. We're going to start in the European motocross. Listen, because they come out and try to line up this concept, basically a concept bike. Anaheim 1, it's going to get smoked. We've seen this before. The industry used to be dominated by the four big Japanese brands, Honda, Suzuki, Kawi, and Yamaha. They've always been. Then KTM came in, right? This Austrian brand. And we remember, at least people have been around a while. Remember when Pingree cased or OJ'd a triple and the front end broke off the bike? In spectacular fashion. He's lucky he didn't get big time hurt. Then finally Roger comes alongside KTM and takes them next level. And then they just take the bike and put new plastics on it and call it a Husky. And then now they put new plastics on it again and called it Gas. Insane. So, there's a chance Triumph is basically buying some intellectual property and basically, because you can access a lot, you get a hold of a bike, you can duplicate it. I mean, a lot of the work's already been done. It's probably going to be a spin-off of a bike that's already been proven that they bought the intellectual property to try to launch this thing. I mean, because to build a bike from the ground up, you're going to have that Pingree case the triple front end break off the triple moment. You can't have that. And now the industry is so saturated, I really fear that this Triumph thing, like, this is insane, dude. Like, will you go out and, like, I have to see this bike. At the moment, there's no way I go out and buy a new Triumph dirt bike, personally. Now, I haven't seen it yet. Maybe I change my tune once the thing comes out. Maybe it's the next best thing since sliced bread because Ricky Carmichael endorsed it. I don't see it coming, friends. I don't see it coming. In fact, I asked the question on this channel, do you guys think that this Triumph motocross bike will be a boom or a bust, a hit or a miss, a nail or a fail? You know what? Let's go ahead and roll that poll right now. Then we'll meet back here to wrap this one up. Let's get started. All right, here you go. When asked, will Triumph in professional moto be a boom or a bust? Over half of you say, nope, no way. Triumph's a street bike, not a dirt bike. this will be a bust. It was close. Let's get back to the studio and wrap this one up. All right, friends, welcome back. So there you go. You guys are on the fence with this one too. We need to see this, Ricky. We need to see you out on the track riding this thing. We want to get a sneak peek of this bike, Ricky. Where is it, Ricky? Where's the new Triumph? We want to see it. I know I do. I know many of you guys want to see it. Listen, I love another story. I love it. But we've seen this before. Like when Ricky bought in to Hart and Huntington and renamed it RCH. It had a pretty good little run, but that was just taking us, a bike that was already in production and building a team around it. This is different. I think Ricky either has ownership in Triumph, because why else would he endorse it? He's putting he's putting his reputation on the line by endorsing a street bike that somehow thinks it's going to make it splash into and we're hitting a recession, by the way. This is like the worst time, in my opinion. Now, I could be wrong. Maybe this is like some genius move. Maybe it's genius. I don't know, man. I'm really, the jury's out on this one. I want to know what you guys think. I know for a lot of us, it's not a polarizing topic yet. The only reason we're talking about it is Ricky. Ricky is endorsing this, and I don't know if they're paying him to endorse it, which is probably a 50-50 if I was to ask the poll. Does Ricky have ownership in Triumph, or is he just being paid to endorse this potential turd of a bike that thinks they're going to come in? And I mean, they tried to revamp the Triumph as a street bike. I remember they released some spin-off of some kind of throwback looking Triumph out there, but it was really chintzy looking and cheap. Like, this is like the Huffy bicycles of motorcycles. That's what Triumph turned into. Now, back in their heyday, Triumph was Triumph and Norton, Harley and Indian, all those gnarly muscle brands. It was a muscle bike, but now it's like something's happened over there. Something's clearly happened at Triumph, and they're trying to reinvent themselves and to appeal to a younger audience. Dirt bikes. They went into the dirt bike space. It makes sense. It makes sense. It's a cheaper bike to produce than some sport bike and try to go race in the street, street bike genre. This is gnarly to me. Like, this one's super, super gnarly. Ricky's putting his neck really far out on this one. I'm going to be here to blow the lid off it because nobody else will touch it. Why? Because they're scared. They want to report on stuff that's already happened. They don't want to be forward thinking. They don't want to make predictions. They don't want to hurt any feelings because the industry is so politicized. They're afraid that they might not get paid promotion or sponsorships or whatever the case may be. I'm kind of sick of the channels continuing to throw in all this paid promotion stuff. Like, for me, if I ever do paid promotion, which I doubt I will because I just don't need to, and this is for you guys. This is for you guys, man. I'm blowing the lid off of the stuff because that's how I came up in the industry. I came up in the industry with brands that were designed to be controversial and go against the grain and not fit into that whole corporate, manufactured, watered down, manipulated, political, financial gain, Wall Street entering our sport that doesn't care about our sport, looking at riders and you as a consumer as a data point. You're nothing to the industry. Let me just tell you, nothing to the industry. When I worked in the industry, I loved it because I was boots on the ground, in the trenches, getting products into stores and building a lifestyle, a brand, a lifestyle brand. Now it's just all financial gain. I'm going to blow the lid off of every single one of these things as I see fit, because it's not only what you guys need, it's in fact what you deserve. If you appreciate the content, I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I would love to hear from you. Social media link is in the description if you'd like to message me there. This is insane, this stuff. I love it. If you enjoyed this video, I know you're going to love the next video coming into your screen at this time. As always, don't go over the bars today. I will see you on the next video.